Research shows that your brain can't fully distinguish between habits repeated and a story remembered. That doesn't mean habits and memories are the same, but they do share one powerful truth. Repetition rewires reality. Every time you do something or even imagine doing it, your brain strengthens the same neural pathways involved in memory, motivation, and trust. So the question isn't, how do I stay motivated? It's, what story am I teaching my brain to believe through what I repeat? Today, we're diving into how practice, not passion, trains your brain to trust you. Because motivation fades, but evidence endures. Neuroscience tells us that habits and memories run on two different but deeply connected systems. Habits live in the basal ganglia, the part of your brain that automates repetitive actions. When you do something consistently, those neural pathways become more efficient, like a trail worn into the forest floor. Memories live primarily in the hippocampus, where your brain organizes experiences into story form. Each time you recall or imagine something, you subtly reshape it, a process called reconsolidation. But here's the crossover. Both systems are reinforced by dopamine, your brain's reward messenger. That means both doing a habit and imagining it can strengthen belief. And that's why visualization and repetition work hand in hand. So every time you journal, breathe deeply, or follow through on a small promise to yourself, your reticular activating system, your RAS, gets the message. This is who I am. This is what matters to me. You're literally training your brain to recognize consistency as safety. The brain learns best through emotion and repetition, the twin engines of neuroplasticity. As Dr. Donald Hebb famously put it in 1949, neurons that fire together wire together. When you attach emotion, even a gentle one like calm or curiosity, to repeated behavior, you accelerate how that neural pathway strengthens. That's why tiny rituals work. It's not about effort. It's about pairing feeling with frequency. So when you take a 2-minute breath, stretch, or jot one line in your journal while feeling grounded, your nervous system says, oh, this feeling is familiar. Let's keep it. That's how confidence becomes less about willpower and more about wiring through repetition, emotion, and proof. Willpower is a limited resource. Studies show that willpower depletes with stress and decision fatigue. It's unreliable fuel. But practice creates evidence. Every repetition builds what researchers call procedural memory, turning effort into automaticity. This is the foundation of habit formation theory. Studies by Philippa Lally and colleagues at University College London, who found that on average, it takes 66 days for a new behavior to become automatic, not through motivation, but through consistent. So instead of chasing the high of inspiration, we build the rhythm of trust. We stop saying, I need to do this perfectly, and start saying, I just need to do this again and again and again. Perfection is pressure. Repetition is proof. Here's your 7-day mini challenge. Pick one ritual you can repeat daily for the next week. Something so simple, it's impossible to fail. Write one line in your journal. Take one mindful breath before bed. Place a hand on your heart when you wake up. Each repetition is data for your RES, a signal that says, I can trust myself now. This is neuroplasticity in action, small, repeated, emotionally anchored steps that become the foundation of lasting confidence. And tomorrow, we're stepping in to the haunted side of confidence, where inconsistency keeps us stuck because inconsistency activates what's known as intermittent reinforcement, the same addictive loop that keeps people clinging to unreliable relationships, habits, and hopes. So join me for day 31 tomorrow, the haunted house of inconsistency, where we'll break the ghost loop of self-sabotage and replace it with the steady pulse of self-trust. You don't need to be perfect to be confident. You just need to keep showing your brain that you will return.